Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 68, and today we are returning with two big games of our Lions as we take on Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals and then play host to Manchester City in a third versus first battle in the Premier League. Plus, there's also the draw for the first knockout round in the Europa League as well. Before we play the games, though, and get to that draw, I'm going to show how we'll be getting on off camera. So of course, in the last episode, you saw our 1-1 draw away at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea and then our 2-0 victory against Brøndby away in Denmark. I then played 11 games off camera, tried to gather some pace, and as you can see, the run has been absolutely fantastic. In fact, almost perfect, to be honest. We've been on an incredible unbeaten run. In total, I think it's 17 games in total unbeaten, and in this 11-game run, without a single loss, and we started with a victory against Manchester United. Yes, we beat Manchester United. If you watched my whole save last year, we were sitting there thinking, you must be fist pumping like crazy after this victory. I was indeed. Marek Kuchar, the club captain, who we dissed a little bit over the past 2 years for being quite inconsistent, scored our first 2 goals and our only 2 goals inside the first 20 minutes. The first goal coming right from kickoff, and then the second goal coming 90 minutes in. Manchester United grabbed a late goal in the 89th minute through Richard, and I was thinking, oh god, if we throw this away in the final few minutes from 2-0 up, I'm not going to be happy. They won a penalty in stoppage time. I was thinking, here we go, we're going to choke it, and Dele Alli, the former Spurs and MK Dons boy, put it wide in front of Coldblow Lane as we held on for the 3 points there by the skin of our teeth, and literally the skin of our teeth. Following that, we beat Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup 4th round to set up the quarter-final tie against Newcastle, which you'll see today. Redinaldo gave us the lead 30 minutes into the game to make it 1-0. He's actually been playing quite well this season, Redinaldo, to be fair, after how much criticism I've given him. And then Koulibaly, a rare goal scorer, made it 2-0 73 minutes in, and there was a consolation goal for our opponents in stoppage time, but that's all it was. Following that, we got a win against Burnley away at Turf Moor back in the Premier League. Julian Benker got 2 goals in this game. He's, I said that Ben could only do it in the Europa League. That is obviously not true. He's really been fantastic this season in all competitions, let alone just the Europa League. He got 2 goals. Rhett got 1 as well in a really big 3-1 victory. Following that, we beat Brøndby by 4-1 in the 4th game of our Europa League group, and it was also the first game in the Europa League group stages where we conceded a goal. We hadn't conceded a single goal in the group stages either this season or last season, but in this game we did concede for the first time in the group. We won by 4-1 though. Menji got 2, O'Reilly got 1 as well, and John Black scored 2. It's always great when John Black scores in a 4-1 victory, and after that game, that meant we guaranteed qualification to the knockout stages, and of course you'll see the draw in today's episode. After that, back in the Premier League, we're staying at the Den, a 2-0 victory against Bournemouth. Julian Benker getting a brace. He's just been so good this season. I mean, seriously, already got more goals than he got in the entirety of last season. So a big 2-0 victory there against Bournemouth as we continued our excellent winning run. That was, I think, 7 games in succession, or 6 games in succession, picking up wins. But after that, a 1-1 draw against Liverpool, and the worst possible start to the game. 5 minutes in, Julian Benker went down, was injured, and he's still out to this day. So that was really frustrating, the worst possible start to the game. Although he did take a shock lead 28 minutes in against what at this point were the league leaders. An own goal, a very fortunate own goal, I'll say that to say the very least. Joe Gomez putting it past his own goalkeeper and into the back of the net for Ben Woodburn, equalised just past the hour mark in a 1-1 draw. But still a good point there away at Anfield. Then a 4-0 victory against Legia Warsaw away in Poland. These guys hate playing us. 2 games against us, no goals scored and 13 conceded. O'Reilly made it 1-0 25 minutes in. Then Collar, who came back from his loan spell from Fulham last year, I opted not to loan him out this year and give him some game time. He's done alright as a backup winger, scored 2 goals in 8 minutes to make it 2-3-0, and then Sadio Mane got the 4th goal off the bench. I love it when that experienced player I sign every single year does something good, so I'm like, yes, I knew he still had it. 4-0 and a good win there, and that guaranteed top spot in the Europa League group stages. Then a 2-0 victory back at the Den in the Premier League against Sheffield Wednesday. Webster got our first goal with a nice header, and then Weston McKennie with a bullet from just outside the area 6 minutes before the break in a 2-0 victory. But following that, back-to-back goalless draws. First against Leicester away from home at King Power, then at home to PSV in the final game of the group stages. We didn't have the 100% group like we did last year. I did say that would probably happen this year. We'd slip up at some point. We did in the final game. Not that it mattered, of course. And our final game of camera was a 3-0 victory against Huddersfield Town. Louise got us up and underway 2 minutes in, and then due to injuries to Marek Kuchar and Benka, we had a strike partnership of Reddy Naldo and John Black, a rare starter in the Premier League nowadays. But you know this guy's reliable. That's his nickname. He bagged the brace, first goal 23 minutes in, and then with 5 minutes to go, got his second in a 3-0 victory. John Black, we will never let go of this guy because whenever he plays, we know he will find the back of the net. So it's been an incredible run, our best run of the series so far, without question, our longest unbeaten streak of the series so far. It's been amazing, and long may it continue, but I'm pretty sure today, against either Newcastle or Manchester City, we will taste defeat, and the unbeaten run will come to an end, probably in the latter. But before we get to the games though, there is the Europa League first knockout round draw. I've come back a day earlier so we can do this together and find out who we'll be taking on in the first knockout round. Lots of big teams to be drawn against. Hopefully we'll avoid quite a few of them though. I'm thinking that Milan would be an amazing tie, but hopefully we'll avoid the Italian giants and get someone else. I guess I'll have to wait and see. Last year, of course, we got Marseille. Who is it going to be this year in the first knockout round? Tottenham had just got Napoli. Milan have got Cologne. I was thinking that might be the draw there. We're still waiting to be drawn against our opponents, and it's going to be... We're still waiting. We're a really deep tie. It's going to be Sporting Lisbon. That's going to be a tough tie away against the Portuguese side in the first day. It's complete a draw then. And that is the first knockout round draw for the Europa League. So you got some good ties in there. I've got to say, some really good ties. For some reason I thought we might get Napoli, but they got Spurs, and Milan were drawn against Cologne in the end then. But some very good ties there, some really interesting ties. And Sporting Lisbon in the first knockout round, I think we can take them on. But they've got some decent young talent, they've got some decent players in there, and it won't be an easy tie at all. So yeah, Sporting Lisbon in the first knockout round, bring them on. Of course, it is worth noting that last season we were knocked out by a Portuguese side in Europa League. Benfica beat us in the quarterfinals, so maybe Sporting will try and do the same to us in the first knockout round. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But our first game of today's episode is in the Carabao Cup as we take on Newcastle United. They're the only non-Premier League side still left in the competition, so we've got a very good chance of reaching the semi-finals. Now, if you remember, the only final appearance we've had in a series so far came in the Carabao Cup 2 years ago when we lost to Manchester United. I'd love us to get back to Wembley again. We've still got a while to go before we get there though, but if we can get through this tie and get to the semis, I'll be delighted with that. So, lots of changes to our lineup heading to the game. Going to the 4-2-3-1. Domestically, we've been playing the 4-2-4 and the 4-2-3-1 in Europe, but I want to play the 4-2-3-1 for this game and see how we get on against the side who right now are top of the championship. So much changed lineup from our normal league team, and this will be our team for the game. We've got Lunan in goal, back for a Chilwell, Mauri, Benjamin and James Bree, and our midfield duo is Dobby and Koulibaly. Attacking midfield trio is Mane on the left, Menji on the right, and O'Reilly our advanced playmaker, supporting Reddy Naldo, who leads the line, who this season, I've got to say, I've criticised this guy heavily for being on 75 grand a week and not really performing. I'll be honest, this year he's done a lot better. 2 goals in 13 games of the Premier League. Okay, not bad, but in cup football he's got a goal as... Oh, I thought he was doing better than this. I swear he had like 5 or 6 goals in all competitions. Okay, maybe he's not doing better than I thought. I swear he had like 5 or 6 goals. Okay, maybe not. But either way, on the bench, I swear he was doing better this season. Maybe I'm mixing him up with someone else. But on the bench, you got Woodman, Ferencek, Time and the Dream, Collier, Webster, and John Black as well. So first game, it's Newcastle, and come on, ready now to get the goal to game ratio up and prove me right. I do have a slight doubt in my mind heading to the game right now. There could be a cup set on the cards here. Newcastle right now top of the table in the championship. And for us right now, you know, we're on an amazing run of form, but to change our side to have a much changed side, and not to mention change the tactics up, because domestically, in the run off camera, domestically, every game has been playing the 4-2-4, but this is the first game domestically and not in Europe playing the 4-2-3-1, so there is definitely a chance that the Magpies could stun us here at the Den and end our unbeaten run. The first chance is going to come to our visitors as well, with Sims down left crossing, Oliver Burks at the far post and hits the underside of the crossbar, and Bree gets behind for a corner. So, like I said, don't be surprised there's a cup set tonight. I can see them getting the win here. I mean, a great start to the game. 16 minutes in, but maybe we can get our first chance here as Koulibaly finds O'Reilly. Matt on the ball, looks for space to shoot, but fires it way wide the post. I've got this really big doubt in my mind. I think in terms of winnable competitions this year, you would definitely say that, you know, the Premier League is not a winnable one, but the Carabao Cup is our best chance, I would say, at this point. You know, getting to the quarterfinals, taking on championship opposition at home as well. It'll be a big slip up if we go out here, and as Luna makes to say that's the second clear-cut opportunity already for our visitors tonight. I'm already tempted to switch to the 4-2-4. The 4-2-3-1 does not work in English football anymore. I think we'll wait until half-time if we can. If we're still struggling, which at the moment we are, then I'll switch to 4-2-4. But can we even hold on to half-time? Tied at 0-0. It's not looking likely. Sims finds space here to cross to the middle. Duffy's at the far post and Lunin makes the save. We're really struggling. I don't know what it is as well, because this is a really good tactic. It works so well for me in my whole save, so it worked so well for me for quite a while with the Lions in this save. But now it's just not working, because Marnie finds Reynaldo a chance here for the Brazilian to score, puts it wide the post. Our first good chance, couldn't the target. And a free kick here, which Dobby's going to take on the edge of the area, across the middle. O'Reilly is there and heads it just over the bar. We've actually done okay in terms of the stats, same as Newcastle really, in a very balanced first half. But when we're the Premier League side and when we're at home as well, we should be trying to put the sword to them. But instead, the Magpies have come here, they're not fazed by the pressure, and they've played well at the moment. So still 0-0. I think we'll leave things as they are just for the time being, but I might make changes around the 60-minute mark if we're still tied at 0-0. We started off slowly, but now we're creeping back into the game. Good to see. And 6 minutes after the restart, another highlight for the Lions. O'Reilly to Reynaldo. He's got a man in Mane through, and he finds him. Sadio Mane down left-hand side. Can he cross? Yes, he can. Menji's there at the far post. And there's the goal as we take the lead. We had a terrible start to the game, but gradually we've worked our way back into it. And the El Salvador winger, who is still hobbling, still gets his feet to the ball and finds the back of the net. Reynaldo to Mane with the assist. I'm so glad we picked him up on a free transfer. He's not going to play 10 Premier League games to get that extension. He's probably not good enough now, but he still does well in the Cups and Europa League. And there's an assist. So 1-0, Millwall in front. Good stuff. Speaking of letting players go at the end of their contracts, Reynaldo is only like 23, 24 I think it is. When his contract's up in 2 years' time, I'm probably going to let him go. He's still got ability, but he's just not proved it. And on 75 grand a week, he's not worth the money. But as Koulibaly finds Menji, how much do you want to bet with this highlight? He finds the back of the net. Bree down the right-hand side, back in towards Koulibaly. And our ball midfielder finds O'Reilly. And Matt does find a Brazilian. Back to O'Reilly. Great through ball. Mane is there. Should have been 2. Good save. Still 1-0. I want a second goal. I want this win in the bag. Koulibaly going for goal. What a great save that is by the goalkeeper to turn it behind for a corner. Still 1-0. I can't believe how badly we started this game off, because since then, we've really looked a good team. And as we still lead by 1, are we disappointed if we throw away this win now? We've got the bit between our teeth. We're putting the pressure on, and surely it's only a matter of time before we find a second goal. Come on. I think what I'm going to do is take off Menji, who's struggling, and bring on John Black. I'm going to operate him as an inside forward, as he's a left-footed player. We'll have Mane also cutting in from the left to be an inside forward now too. And I might possibly bring on the Dream for Dobby for a bit more fresh legs through the middle of the park as well. Hopefully that helps get a bit more energy in the central areas. But as we're still leading by 1, we've had some good chances to wrap this game up. But maybe not taking them is going to be our downfall here. Come on, let's get our second goal and let's have this win in the bag. O'Reilly, great ball. Black off the bench, on the ball, going for goal. Great save with the goalkeeper, still 1-0. This game should be done by now. If we don't go through, we'll only have ourselves to blame. With one late chance and extra time, this might be the chance for Newcastle to get that goal to force extra time. As they've given it away, there's a chance for us to wrap it up here. Ready now to the Dream off the bench. Yashin, tackle, but there's Collar, also off the bench. Great save by the goalkeeper. Gets it back now. Can he cross? Yes, he can. And there's Black off the post. And that would have been it there. John found the back of the net and really should have done. I cannot believe the amount of chances we've missed. Collar then hits it wide the post. This is nuts. It seems as though we're through to the semis, and that should do it now, yeah. But we've missed so many chances, and it does mean the unbeaten run is extended to 18 games. It's another win. It's a clean sheet. It's 4 in a row, sorry. I'm pleased enough with that, but my oh my, did we make this hard work for ourselves? And we should have had this game done a long time ago, but instead, some good saves by the goalkeeper, no doubt, in a 1-0 victory, and I guess I'll just be satisfied enough with a win, especially after a very poor start. So, well done, lads. A good win for us, even though we were quite lucky to get away with it in the end. We'll take the win, though, and we're into the Carabao Cup semis. Come on. And so just before the second and final game of today's episode, we are going to find out who we're taking on in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. And as you can see, it's a star-studded foursome. Manchester City, Chelsea, Manchester United and us as well. So let's find out who we've got then. I'm pretty confident it's going to be Chelsea. We've had West Ham and Crystal Palace. Now we've got to go to Chelsea, surely. No, Manchester United have got them, so we'll be taking on Manchester City in the semi-finals over 2 legs then, with the first leg being the Etihad Stadium. And that's who we face today as well in our second and final game at the Den. So Manchester City in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. They're right now top of the Premier League table. That's going to be a very tough tie, although to be honest, whoever we face there, it was going to be a very tough tie. We'll definitely be the underdogs though, but you never know. Maybe we can reach Wembley. I'm pretty sure our run will end in the semis, but you never know. Just before we move into the second and final game of today's episode, some bad news. Theron just picked up an injury, which means he'll miss the game. And Mauri wants to leave and join Juventus, but he signed a new 5-year deal in the summer. He was wanted by Spurs and Juventus. Now Chelsea and Juventus want him. He signed a new 5-year deal though. So if he wants to leave, then I'm not going to let him go unless he goes in 2030. I don't want to see Mauri go because I really like him. And I normally get this right as well when I do a squad meeting. So I'm going to say to the boys, I don't want to lose him. We're considerably weaker without him. They've got no interest in making us less competitive. Yeah, everyone's happy apart from Reginaldo. What a massive surprise right there. Of course, the only player that's going to be annoyed is Reginaldo. But anyway, let's dive into the second and final game of today's episode. And let's take on Manchester City. And hopefully, we'll keep the unbeaten run going and get a big win here. Now, I haven't actually shown you the Premier League table yet today, have I? So I'll quickly show you the Premier League table where right now, we're in third place. This fantastic unbeaten run has seen us move up the table and dive into the top 4 and now into the top 3, of course. Manchester City still lead the way, but a win in this game could see us move into second place. And right now, 31 points on the board from our first 15 games. It's been a brilliant, brilliant start. Let's keep it going. And for Spurs, by the way, for those wondering, they started the season off poorly and they're still bottom of the table, but they have picked up their first 3 wins of the season. They've got 9 points from 16. They're still really, really struggling, but there's plenty of time for them to get out of the relegation zone, which I thoroughly expect them to do. Anyway, second game, it is Manchester City. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see if we can go ahead and get ourselves a win here. Although, as you can see by the record, it's highly unlikely. And let's see what we can do here at the end. So this will be our team for the game then. One last minute alteration due to the knock for Theron checks. We'll quickly change those around. And this will be our lineup in the 4-2-4. Pedric in goal, about for retirement. Allsop, Mauri and Ranieri. And our midfield duos, McKennie and Paolo. The wingers are going to be Collar and Webster. And up top together, Benker and Black. On the bench, Lunin, Benjamin, Bree, Dobby, O'Reilly, Mane and Reginaldo. And we're still without Louise. We're still without Marek. And now without Theron Jack as well. Second game is Man City. Let's end the horrendous run. Come on, you Lions. John Reliable Black is set to make his 100th league appearance for the club today. Just how much does he mean to everyone here? I'm delighted for him. He's a wonderful player and a fine example of the sort of person we want at this football club. I mean, we do. Like, you can't really go wrong with John Black. He's a model professional. He sits in the reserves. He barely plays. When you put him on the pitch, he scores. So let's see if we can do that today against Manchester City. Of course, 8 losses on the trot against these boys. We have not picked up a single point against them in the series so far. They're the only big team we're yet to get anything against. Is this the game that changes? Let's find out. Well, here's Paolo into Clinton Webster, back towards our number 18. And he'll give it to McKennie as our new CM duo will link up here just inside our area. Ball out wide towards Josh Tymon. And Tymon will find Collar down the left. He's dispossessed though. Here come our visitors. And watch them go a goal up inside the first 4 minutes. Jim Bell with the ball through towards Harry Kane. Allsop is there though. And should get it clear. But he's lost out to Kane. And oh, what a save by Petkovic. I was about to say City have gone in front. But what a stop by the Croatian. I've said before, he makes some incredible last ditch saves. Yeah, he also makes a lot of howlers as well. It's like you live by Petkovic, you die by Petkovic. Sometimes an absolute howler, sometimes just a world-class save out of nowhere as he keeps it a 0-0 as De Bruyne fires it wide. This is going to be a long afternoon for him though. Here's Benker though, receiving that long goal kick down this right-hand side, back towards Weston McKennie. And the American finds Clinton Webster. Webster back towards Paolo. Can we get our first chance here as the American finds John Black? Black, Benker. Oh yes, Julian Benker back from injury and marks his return with a goal. Hasn't played since the Liverpool game when he went down early, but 12 minutes in he's given us the lead against a run of play. And John Black on his 100th appearance with the assist, and Benker, our top scorer, with another. It's one brilliant goal scorer to another, and Benker would have finished 1-0 and we take the lead. Come on. We're approaching the half-time whistle and we're still leading by a goal against a run of play, you would definitely suggest. But as things stand, as much as I don't want to jinx this will be our 19th game in a row without defeat, and also the first game against Manchester City where we actually pick up some points. So half the game to go, we lead by 1. Can we hang on and close the gap at the top of the table to 2 points? This will be an incredible result. Free kick for the Lions. Paolo swings it in. Mauri goes up for it. Oh, and Mauri, stay at the club. Stay at the club, Mauri. Makes it 2-0. Interest from Chelsea. Interest from Juventus. But signed a 5-year deal. And we don't want to let this guy go at all. Paolo with the free kick. Mauri with the header. That's his second goal of the season as the Italian doubles our lead 11 minutes after the restart. Now, half an hour to go. Can we hang on to what will be probably one of the biggest wins of the series so far, but there's a long way to go, and here come the visitors. Harry Kane on the ball, going for goal, just wide the post. Come on, I want these 3 points. Oh, but some bad news here. Paolo's gone down. He's been a really, really good signing for us this season. That was his third assist of the Premier League already. We're going to take him off for Dobby in a like-for-like swap in a deep line playmaker role as we still lead by 2. Hopefully that's not a bad injury though. We've had quite a lot of injuries this season for our key players. So the fact we've actually weathered the injury crisis quite well is really good and a testament to how good our squad is, and particularly the bench boys. But as we still lead by 2, we're almost there. What a victory this is going to be. Come on. And stoppage time is running out. That is going to do it. It's going to be our first victory against Manchester City in the series. Finally, at the 9th attempt after 8 straight losses, we've beaten them. We've got a win against Manchester City. This is like with Hull last year against Manchester United. Finally, we've beaten our arch enemies and got a win. A 2-0 victory. Absolutely delighted. It means the unbeaten run is now extended to 19 games. It's another clean sheet as well. That's now, I think, 5 in a row. So really pleased with that too. A really, really big win. And we'll find out how bad the Paolo injury is. Don't be serious. All 3 to 4 weeks, dislocated jaw. I got one of those myself. We can deal with that though. And yeah, we'll send him to the specialist there. And that's okay with us. So, right, excellent stuff then. The Paolo injury is not serious. We got ourselves a win against Manchester City. We're up to 2nd place in the Premier League. The unbeaten run is extended. What a fantastic first half of the season we are having. And as we close out December, I would not have thought this was possible in our wildest dreams. We're in 2nd place right now. We're on an incredible unbeaten run. We're into the Carabao Cup semi-finals and Europa League first knockout round as well. This has been our best run in the series. Long may it continue. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated. And they really help the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic night. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Or I think what we'll do is we will play... Let's do the Cup double. Let's do Birmingham away at St Andrews in the FA Cup 3rd round, and then the first leg of our Carabao Cup semi-final against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium as well. So thanks for watching, have an awesome night, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. We finally beat Manchester City. Get in. Bye.